Okay, hi. Hello, people of the internet. Hi, sweetie. Hi. So I have a story time, and I don't have a lot of these, but this one I have to tell. My dog's chilling. Oh, she left. Okay, but come here. Come here, dog, get views. You can see your tail. Hey, baby. But I recently got my wisdom teeth taken out. You were such a big baby. I recently got my wisdom teeth taken out, and I had a lot of complications, including today. For example, I got them taken out, anesthesia wear off, felt perfectly fine. Like, not perfectly fine, obviously I was still loopy, but I felt pretty decent after it wore off. Like, I was just tired. She just ran into the couch. Hi. Look how cute you are. Okay, we're just gonna lay back down. Got it. Laying back down. Anyway. So, felt fine. Gauze in my mouth. If you haven't had your wisdom teeth out, you have to put gauze in your mouth for about 20 minutes at a time, and you can switch it. I didn't bleed too much after the surgery, and so I was just really tired. So I slept pretty much on and off all day, and I'm tired now, but pretty much all day I was in and out, sleeping, eating pudding like every 3 hours, because it's when you get your wisdom teeth out, you can only eat like soft, like liquidy foods. So like right now I've been eating applesauce. Why is this? My phone isn't straight and it's bothering me. Anyway, also love this hoodie, side note, but it's super comfy. Girl, you got me good. Dang, scratched my whole vein. That's not a tail wag moment. Oh, she stopped. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys might be able to hear her tail. It's whacking against the couch. Anyway, I not stopped bleeding, but the bleeding wasn't bad for like 4 hours. And then, I got up because I got like really like almost like a thick like saliva feeling in my mouth, and it turned out to be thick like blood from the blood clots that form over your sockets. And I was like, okay, it's just gonna be a little bit. It was like 10 minutes of me standing over the sink holding my hair, like spitting like blood out of my mouth. So my grandma, who took me to my appointment, called the office and was like, hey, what do we do? And the lady who answered, super sweet, she said, try tea bags, because apparently tea has something in them, bless you, that helps stop bleeding or reduce bleeding or something like that. It helped. You do that for 20 minutes, like a wet tea bag, but it helped, but not enough, because it was still like bleeding a lot. So we called again like an hour later, just before they closed. They closed at 5, and we called at 4, and I was like, hey, or my grandma was like, hey, she's still bleeding a lot. And at this point, it had probably gotten worse, because I was at the point where I had to hold like a paper towel like in front of my mouth. And when you go in, because of COVID, they check you in, have you fill out some paperwork, like have you been in contact, have you been coughing, blah blah blah. And for all those, no, except for one, which is have you tested positive, because I had it in like last November. Last November would be this year, but of 2020, I had it. And so, you know, whatever. But then he restitches me and does the 1 week stitches. I should say, this is the side, my left side, is the one that had a lot of complications. And it was mainly because this side wasn't the really source of the bleeding, it was this side. Because this side had a cyst under my tooth. I don't know what causes that. If you know, let me know. I think it's just like bad placement of a tooth can form them, or like something like that, or like something with your canal or something like that. And on top of that, this man, the guy who does it, I don't know why she's in her kennel, but she is. I don't know. Let her do her. She might be tired, but he was like, before he started, he was like, as we discussed, you have a very small mouth, so this is gonna be difficult. And I said, okay, because let me describe how small my mouth is, okay? So my molars, obviously, most people, I think everyone has them, but the end of my mouth is right against those molars. So like right here, about right here, I guess, is where your mouth kind of is. I'm not gonna stick my finger in there because stitches, but probably right about there is like where my mouth like ends. And so my wisdom teeth were growing right underneath my 12-year molars. And so it was like, he was like, we need to get these out very quickly or else it's gonna mess up all your teeth. And I said, okay. And so anyway, back to all the bleeding. I got back in, like I said, he restitches me, and said, if this doesn't work, here's the emergency number. If it happens again, just call him directly. 8 o'clock that night comes around, and I have to call him again because of it happening again. And I start freaking out because I'm like, something's wrong. Like, this isn't normal. This isn't how this is supposed to go. And so we call him. He said I'll be like 45 minutes away from the office, and I'm like 15. So he met us there and let us in. He took me to one of the rooms and said, this is very unusual, sweetie. And I said, yeah. I said, leave it to me to be complicated. And he said, yeah. So he looks in my mouth and he goes, doesn't seem to be anything super wrong other than the stitches aren't holding. And I asked him, I said, why aren't they holding? And he said, it's probably because they had to cut gum tissue off of my tooth because it had like formed over it. So he said that's one of the reasons. And on top of that, we also had to go underneath your tooth further than we would to get that cyst out. And I said, okay. And he said, so the 1 week dissolvable stitches may not be enough, so we might have to use the 3 week ones. And I said, that's fine. Go ahead. And we did. But, oopsies. Before we did that, he puts his hand on my shoulder and goes, sweetie, I am so sorry to do this, but I have to numb you for the 3rd time today. And I was like, that is perfectly fine. I said, stick a needle in me. I said, I'm not gonna die, because I'm always somebody who like wants to make like jokes and like lighthearted comments to like lift a situation up. My dog, by the way, straight up went to bed. Like, she just got out of her kennel because nobody was home, and she's just back in there. I don't understand. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. But he numbed my cheek and stuff, and if you've never had like numbing like in your mouth, the needle they use is big as can be because they have to reach like all the way back here. And so he does that, and when they put it in your mouth, you can feel like the liquid go through, and it feels so weird. It doesn't hurt. Oh, I have hiccups. It just feels weird. But, so, oh god, he does that. And then, this time around my mom took me. So my mom's sitting out in the waiting room, and, just waiting and stuff like that. That's what waiting rooms are for, I suppose. But I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's some type of acid that helps stop bleeding. And he said, if it happens again, he gave me the whole bottle, and I didn't have to use it, thank goodness. Which means it was just the stitches that they just weren't holding. And so he gives me this bottle of like acid that stops bleeding, and said, if it starts bleeding again, put this on some gauze, shove it in your mouth. And I said, okay. He said, if this doesn't work, then we're gonna have to possibly do something, like more surgery to he said, then I might have to put her under to look at it even more. And I said, okay, just stick a needle in my eye at that point, Jesus. But I didn't actually say that, but I was like, I have been here 3 times in one day. I bet he's sick of seeing me, and I'm sick of walking into that building. He's very nice. He's a very sweet man. Very, very sweet. He's very nice, and I love him. He's one of those doctors, or, what are they actually called? Oral surgeons, I think it's what they're properly called, but a doctor, a form of doctor. He walks you through it step by step. Before he took my wisdom teeth out, he walked me through the whole process step by step. He said, we're gonna put anesthesia in you. We're gonna, you're not gonna feel a thing. He's like, we're gonna make sure you don't feel a thing, because this will hurt if you did. And I said, cool. I was like, please don't get anesthesia awareness. I might actually want to die. If you don't know what that is, look it up. But, because I'm too lazy to explain it. But, thank goodness I didn't. And so, he walked me through that process. And then, he said, we're going to do 1 tooth at a time. I'm going to take that cyst out. We're going to stitch you up. Double check everything. And you should be good to go. He goes, it'll take 45 minutes to an hour. And I said, perfect. Sounds good. He said, okay. They put the anesthesia in my arm right here. And the last thing I remember him saying to me is, all right, you're going to feel a little drowsy. Out. And then I guess they must have had to move the anesthesia from here while I was out. Oh, she's backing up now. To my hand. I still have a little bruise. You can kind of see it. Hi, baby girl. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. She knows I don't feel good. My mouth still hurts. Hi, baby. But that is a wire. It's not a wire. It's a charger. But you can't have that. You might electrocute yourself. But that's that. And then I was pretty good. I didn't have to use that acid he gave me. Why are you whining? I didn't have to use that acid he gave me because when he put those stitches in, like I said, it stopped. The bleeding stopped. I felt fine. Obviously, I still had those blood clots on my teeth, which feel really weird. Eventually, they went away, a week later. And, Can I have kisses? Can I have kisses? Can I have a kiss? No? She's sniffing my elbow. I don't understand. But, I love this dog, and I don't even like dogs. I prefer cats. It's not that I don't like dogs. They're just too much work. Can you tell I have ADHD? It's a problem. Anyway, she's tired. It's kind of gloomy today, so everyone's tired on gloomy days. After I'm done with this, I'm probably gonna go fall asleep, because I've been awake since 6:30 because I couldn't go back to sleep. So then today comes around, and after about a week and a half, it's been 2 weeks as of today, but after about a week and a half, you're supposed to be able to start eating again. And, like, it should be pretty much fully healed, and you can start eating, like, normal foods again. Still soft foods, but, like, what are you doing? She's, like, sniffing all the way down the back of my leg. What are you doing? You freaking weirdo. What are you doing? Oh, do you smell my cat? Do you smell the cat from my dad's house? Is that... I think she smells my cat. She's so cute. You don't mind cats. We have a cat here too at my mom's. He's my little favorite. He's the best. Like, I love him. He's an outdoor cat, so I actually don't know if he's inside right now, but she's so calm today. Are you okay? You're very calm today. It's kind of weird for her. But, I'm sorry. But, oh my goodness, you cannot go a minute without being touched, can you? Look how pretty you are. Can I have kisses? Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? The answer is no. Anyway, so finally it was a week and a half, and I hadn't really been able to chew that much still, and I was like, it's probably because he used different stitches, which makes sense to me. And I call the office and I say, hey, my mom has been saying that there is like a weird odor to my mouth that isn't like you have bad breath, because like I brush my teeth, but it, like she said, it doesn't smell right, could be infected. And I said, okay. They said, okay. Is there any like whiteness on her gums? She said a little bit, but it's kind of been on and off, which it wasn't today. I had no infection, no dry socket, no nothing. I'll get to what was wrong in a second. But we called and they were like, yeah, my surgeon might want to see her sooner. And I said, okay. We said okay, I should say. And off she goes. Watch her go back to her town. No? Oh, she's going to the door. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if she wants outside. Honey, do you want outside? Do you want out? Go on. Go. Go. Okay, never mind. What the heck? Make me get up for that? She didn't go outside. She's a needy dog. Most German Shepherds are. I think she's a purebred, but I could be wrong. I think she is. If you can tell, let me know. But, so the lady at the front desk, like I said, says, yeah, he might want to see you sooner. We said okay, schedule it for today, the 31st, New Year's Eve, and I swear if she rings the bells, I'm actually gonna have a fit. We have bells on our back door to our backyard that she can ring if she needs let out. Right now she's just looking though, so I'm not too concerned. But there we go. This morning at 9:45, I walk in with my grandma this time, and it's just for him to look at and see what's wrong, like why I haven't been able to eat that much. And like I said earlier, I have a small mouth, and my mouth ends, like normally most people have a gap when they get their wisdom teeth taken out between their molar and the rest of their mouth. I don't have that. The back of my mouth sits right up against my molars. So when I go to bite down, like when I was trying to get my jaw used to biting and like chewing food, I was actually nicking my cheeks from biting down, to the point where they swole like up on the inside. And he was like, yeah, your teeth have been biting down on the side of your cheek on the inside, so it's not gonna be easy for you to eat for probably a couple more weeks. He said normally that doesn't happen, but since you have a really small mouth, it could, like, that's what happened. And I said, okay. And my first question, I said, when will I be able to eat? Because I've been eating applesauce and like pudding for like 2 weeks and I'm sick of it. I've lost like 12, 14 pounds. I think, is she just tired? Honey, are you tired? I just let her out of her kennel. Poor baby. I think something might be wrong because she's been really tired recently. Like, she's normally a really energetic dog. Like needs to play 24/7. But maybe it's just because it's a gloomy day outside. But hopefully that's it, because I have an attachment to that dog. But so I'm not gonna show you my mouth, but he said the irritation you're having is not from your stitches, it's from, you know, biting down on your cheek. And I said, how do I do that? He said, you know, once again, it's because you have a small mouth. And he said, when you don't have that gap and your cheek and your teeth are right, like, so like say this is my tooth and this is my cheek, right? Normally it's kind of, there's a little space there, he said, like very, very little, but mine are like right up against each other. And then say this is like the back of my molar, or sorry, this side, we'll do this side, is like the back of my molar. Normally there's a gap when you get your wisdom teeth out right against my molar, and it is literally, I'm just like, what? Literally, what? Like, why am I like this? Like, sitting in the chair in one of the rooms, I had a midlife crisis. I was like, why am I like this? What is my problem? But on the plus side, next week, the beginning of the new year, by the way, I had a realization. I was 17 when COVID started, and in June I will be 20. That's crazy. I've just accepted COVID, by the way. Like, I've just accepted it's probably not going away anytime soon. I've accepted it. I'm like, okay. But, I mean, I had it, and I'm lucky I didn't have it that bad. I had a bad cough, and that was about it. But still, you know, quarantine. But anyway, also a side note, oh, I forgot. Gosh dang it, me. My ADHD is gonna be the death of me, I swear. I don't remember what I was gonna say at all. Oh well, I'm sure I'll think of it and then not. What the heck? Anyway, I'm gonna end this here. That was my wisdom teeth story, and it is a work in progress because he gave me steroids to hopefully help with that. And I have to see him the 14th, which sucks because I can't drive because I had a seizure, so I can't drive for like 6 months. It's been 2, but so hopefully my roommate will meet, like, maybe my parents or something halfway on the 14th. And I really hope that's what they're able to do because I feel awful. So, yeah, I hope all of you had a very Merry Christmas. I will keep you updated because I have nothing better to do with my life. And, oh, my back scratch. Ow, why did I say ow? I hope you all had a great Christmas, and I hope you have a great New Year's Eve, and hopefully, if you are of age, you get wasted off your ass and have a good night, because you deserve it. I will be listening to Taylor Swift's 22, Taylor's version, going into New Year's, because I feel like that's something we should do. So, yeah, fun. So, I love all of you. Just so you know, you are loved. I care about you. And, yeah, make sure to look in the description for all my social media if you're interested, including TikTok, to see me make dark humor jokes and mess up dances I try to do. And some of my friends. So, yeah, I think that's it. If you want more story times, again, let me know in the description, in the comments, and I will be more than happy to share some not so fun story times, because I'm not Tana Mojo. I don't have like a hectic life, but I have some interesting stories, but also stories that can be heavy, because actually, speaking of heavy stories, I might make a story on, and let me guys know your opinions on the next two things. So, she's out of her kennel. I have epilepsy, and, which means seizures. I drop and I'll shake, and, for, the last one I had was only for a few seconds, so, it wasn't that bad, but I didn't hit my head or anything, but, if you want, you did not just open that gate. How did she? I'm not gonna ask. Just come back. The bitch came back the very next. Hello? Oh, hi. I just heard a big thud. You wanna say hi? Come here. Say hi. Oh! Ow! Oh! That hurt! Oh! Yeah! Oh. You didn't see what happened. She shoved the top of her head into my chest. She didn't mean to, but... Oh. Yes, I love you too. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Her name's Charlie, by the way. But anyway, can you lay down? Good girl. What? That's not what I meant to talk about, but she's 2. You're almost 3 in July. Don't wink at me. In July, you'll be 3. You're a big puppy. She'll always be a puppy to me. I call her Pupper. But, kisses. Kisses. Yes, kisses. But, so, that's the one thing, if you want to hear stories about that. The second thing is that I am really into, like, true crime things. And, like, I love them. Like, I love talking about them. Like, serial killers, I love talking about what they did and why they think the way they did, because that's actually why I took psychology. And that's my minor. So if you want to hear me talk about those, I will. And if you want more videos with my dog, I can do that too. Can't we? She's not listening. She's not supposed to be on the couch, but I let her anyway. I shouldn't, but I do. Come here. Come say bye to our friends. Come say, oh, you got the zoomies. Come say hi. Come say hi. Look, say bye. Charlie. Say bye. Look. Say bye to our friends. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she says bye. Alright, now it's the actual outro. I love you all so much, whether you subscribe or not. Love you. Hopefully some of these videos make your day, because I like making them even though I don't make them often, because I don't like making them when my family's home. But if you want, like, if you have any video suggestions, let me know. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are interested. What? You whiny dog? It's not the word I was gonna use, but yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know. That would be great. And once again, I love you all very much. Sending a goodbye from both of us. She's more distracted. She's distracted. She's licking the couch. She's licking the couch. Pup, say bye to our friends. Yeah. Oh, also, one more thing. If anyone knows how to make thumbnails and, like, edit, please help me. Like, I literally edit all of these on iMovie because I don't know how to edit things. So, sorry. My hair's greasy. I need to take a shower. I should really do that. But, like, why take a shower when you're not going anywhere? I'm kidding. Kind of. I shower like 3 times a week. Because you're not supposed to shower every day. I learned that from Brad Mondo. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, as I keep saying, because I keep having thoughts that I feel like I should say out loud, but I don't really need to say them out loud, but I decided to do so anyway. But yeah. Finally, actually the outro. I swear, I'm gonna do this right this time. I love you all so much, whether you like me or not. I hope you had an amazing Christmas. Hope you have an amazing New Year's Eve. And I hope you start off your new year with positivity. And I am sending all of my positive vibes your way. And I'm excited for the new year. I transferred to a new college. Hey, you know not at. She's not supposed to bark inside, so I'm gonna end it here before she barks. Okay, I love you all. Bye. It's literally been like just 10 minutes since I filmed that, and I'm in my room now because my dog was on the verge of falling asleep. So I'm up here in my little snuggie in my bed, and thought you'd give you an update on my dog, because why not? So I also just took some ibuprofen because my mouth started to hurt. So there's that. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't understand how to edit, so I took out one thing, which was where I live. But other than that, enjoy my ADHD ass getting distracted.